Welcome back to KWOW Connect. I'm Miss Cindy and I am so glad you're joining us for this week's music adventure. In Ephesians 5:19, the Bible tells us to sing and make music with your heart to the Lord. The more we understand music, the better we can sing and make music to honor God. So let's get started. Our friends Tia and Juliet are here to help us today. Did you girls know that money can help us learn about music? What coins do you see on the board?
Quarters.
Lots of quarters. Now, if I were to give you all 4 of these quarters, how much money would you have, Tia?
$1.
$1, that's right. 4 quarters add together to make $1, like this. Do you know what this coin is called? Do you know what it is, Juliet? What is it, Tia?
$1/2.
$1/2, that's right. So if 4 quarters are equal to a whole dollar, how many quarters would be equal to $1/2?
2.
That's correct. 2 quarters added together would be the same as $1/2. Now, is there a coin that is equal to 3 quarters?
No.
No, there's not. But since $1/2 is the same as 2 quarters, we could put $1/2 here and add 1 more quarter. Would we have the same amount of money on both sides?
Yes.
Yes, we would. How much money is that?
75 cents.
Very good. So counting money can help us remember how to count music. Now this quarter on the bottom reminds me of a quarter note. 1 quarter and 1 beat. So we would clap it like this. We would go 1. Can you do that with me? Ready? 1. Good job. And the $1/2 reminds me of a half note that looks like this. Since 2 quarters are equal to a $1/2, this reminds me that a half note is held for 2 beats. And we would clap it like this. 1, 2. Can you do that with me? 1, 2. Excellent job. Now a whole dollar reminds me of a whole note. Just like there are 4 quarters in a whole dollar, there are 4 beats in a whole note. And we would play it like this or clap it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you do that with me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now, even though we don't have a coin that is equal to 3 quarters, we do have a note that is held for 3 beats, and it looks like this. It sort of looks like a $1/2 because it has a half note, and the quarter like that dot. And you know what it's called?
A dotted half note.
A dotted half note, that's right. Very good job. Now these 3 quarters remind us that that dotted half note is held for 3 beats like this. 1, 2, 3. Can you do that with me? 1, 2, 3. Very good job. To sing and make music, we put lots of notes together. To make sure we sing or play the notes correctly, we need to learn just a little bit more about counting music. So you're going to need those rhythm sticks that are in your treasure pack that you used a couple of weeks ago. So let's pause this video and go get them. Now we have a lot of quarter notes on the board, don't we? Oh, that would be kind of hard to count, wouldn't it? So to make it easier to count the notes, we need to put them in groups. Now music uses something called a time signature to tell us how many notes to put in each group. Can you say time signature with me? Time signature, that's right. There are different kinds of time signatures, but the most common ones are 2/4, 3/4, and 4/4. Those look a little funny, don't they? But each one of those numbers has a meaning. All of them have a 4 on the bottom. Since there are 4 quarter notes that add together to equal a whole note, each quarter note is like 1/4 of a whole note. So the 4 just reminds us that a quarter note gets 1 beat. Now the 2/4 time signature tells us to put 2 beats together in a group. Now music uses something called a bar line, and it's just a straight line to separate the groups. Can you say bar line with me? Bar line, very good. So I want you to help me count these notes and add the bar lines. And what we're going to do is say 1, 2, bar line. all the way across the row. Can you do that with me? Okay, ready? 1, 2, bar line. 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 Very good job. Now when the time signature is 3, 4, how many notes do you think we put in a group?
3.
3, very good. Tia, why don't you do this one for me? And I will hold your sticks. Okay, let's help her, everybody, okay? 1, 2, 3, bar line. 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 Very good job. Great. Now when we have a 4 time signature, how many notes do we put in a group?
4.
4 quarter notes, that's right. Julia, can you help me with this one? You want me to hold your sticks? Okay, ready? Everybody help us count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, bar line. Very good job. You can have your sticks back. Good job. Each of these groups between the bar line is called a measure. Can you say the word measure with me?
Measure.
Measure. And so a measure is from here to here. And 3/4 time is from here to here. And in 4/4 time, it's a little bit bigger, isn't it? So how many measures did we make in 2/4 time? Can we count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We made 6 measures. How about in the 3/4 time? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. How many did we make in 4/4 time? 1, 2, 3. Very good job. Now, if we had a song that was all quarter notes, wouldn't it be kind of boring? It would be very boring, wouldn't it? So music mixes all the notes together to make the song a lot more interesting. In our last music adventure, we learned that quarter rests, like this, and double eighth notes, like this, are also held for 1 beat. So we can use them in place of some of the quarter notes. So if I put this one here, and this one here, and let's say down here I'll put one here, and one of these, let's put it there, and down here, maybe we'll put one there, and maybe we'll put a rest somewhere in here too. Okay, now we're kind of changing the rhythm up a little bit. So remember, we don't play anything on a rest, we just kind of let our sticks rest like this, okay? All right, now double eighth notes like this are running notes. They go twice as fast as a quarter note. So if we do quarter notes like 1, 1, 1, we do double eighth notes like 1 and 1 and 1 and, like that, okay? Since a half note is held 2 beats, we can use a half note in place of 2 quarter notes, but they must be in the same measure. So we could put this half note card over those to replace those, but we couldn't like put it here because the bar line would cut it in half, right? Can't do that. So we're going to put that right there. So we're going to put a few more half notes in other places in our music so that we can keep making our music more interesting. Now remember, this is what kind of note?
A dotted half.
A dotted half note. And how many beats does it get?
3.
3. So could we use a dotted half note in a 2/4 measure? No, why not?
Because it's 3 beats.
Because it's too long. It's 3 beats. It goes across the bar line. Can we use it in a 3/4 measure?
Yes.
Yes, we can. So how about if we put it there? And then I think I'm going to add one down here too. All right. And we have one more note we're going to talk about. And remember what this is called?
A whole.
A whole note. And how long is it held?
4.
4. And since it is the same as 4 quarter notes, we can use it to replace 4 of our quarter notes. Now, could we put it up here in 2/4 time?
No.
No, it's way too long. It goes across the bar line. Can we put it in 3/4 time?
No.
No, it's still too long. we can only put it in 4/4 time, and so we're going to put it in this one right here and cover up all of those quarter notes. All right, now we have a more interesting rhythm to play than a bunch of quarter notes, right? So we're going to try this, all right? Can we do this together? Now I'm going to tap on the board, but you get to tap your sticks together, all right? When we get to a half note, remember we just tap and hold for 2 beats, okay? And this one, the dotted half, would be 1, 2, 3, and this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Let's try these, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, rest. Okay, let's try that again. All right, when we get to the rest, don't tap, okay, Juliet? Okay, so I'm going to help you just count. I'm going to say tap, tap, rest, okay? Ready, go. Tap, tap, rest, tap, tap, hold, tap, 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 tap. Very good job. Now let's try this 3/4 rhythm and let's see what we made, okay? Are you ready? Tap, 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 rest, tap, 2, tap, 1, 2, 3. Very good job, girls. Okay, one more 4/4 rhythm. You think this one might be more interesting or more boring? Yeah, okay, let's try it. Ready, go. Tap, 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 hold, tap, hold, hold, rest, tap, hold, hold, hold. Okay, let me do this with counting the last one because it might help you a little bit. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. You made some beautiful music. Did you like that? That was a lot better than just a bunch of quarter notes, isn't it? Great job. You are very fast learners. If you are a first, second, or third grader, you need to find this Adventures with Measures activity page in this week's treasure pack. It looks like this. Some of the measures have the wrong number of beats, and you get to be the teacher and find the mistakes. Thank you, Tia and Juliet, for helping me today. And thank you for joining us again. We have another fun music adventure in store for you next week, so be sure to pick up your November treasure pack before then and watch for next week's email. In the meantime, keep singing and make music with your heart to the Lord. See you next time.